quite a bit later. Last time you saw me, I was getting ready to go with my family to go and get our real Christmas tree, not my fake Christmas tree that I have in my room that I have just finished decorating. And so I haven't had any time today really to start writing because I have so much stuff to work on, like stuff that actually has deadlines that are not just like up in my head, they are deadlines. So I seriously have to get started very soon. It is 4:27. I've just made my second cup of coffee for the day. I'm going to drink this at rapid speed because I cannot drink something like a cup of coffee while working or doing something else other than like watching something, because I just can't, and I don't know why. Point is, I gotta drink this really quickly and then I'm going to start writing. So hopefully I'll see you very soon. My robe has made an appearance once again because for some reason it is constantly freezing in my room, but it is now 6:19. The first thing I need to get done, which I'm already in the process of doing, all it is just answering some questions for my friend because she's like interviewing me for an English project. And then once I finish this, I'll send it to her. And then I am going to start working on the actual stuff I have to get done, which initially what I wanted to get done today was 5 separate reading responses, like reading journal responses for my English class, each of which has to be a minimum of 200 words and discusses 5 chapters of the novel that we've recently finished for our English class, Indian Horse. I've already completed 6, but I have 5 more to do, and they're due tomorrow. But I think I've decided that I'm not even gonna try and get those done today because my priorities lie with short story writing, because tomorrow is the deadline for the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, at least in my region. It's a writing contest for the United States and Canada high school students. I somewhat unintentionally didn't mention it in my last writing vlog where I was working on a short story, but it is this writing competition that I've known about for quite some time, although this year is my first time ever entering, and there are like a bunch of different categories for both art and writing. Ideally, I would have a lot more stuff to submit, but I only really decided that I wanted to submit about like 3 weeks ago, and so I had to like write stuff specifically with the goal of submitting, because all the writing I've done the past year has been working on my novel. Basically, I had like nothing to submit, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna write at least 1 short story, because I had an idea for 1 specific short story that just came to me really organically. And so that is a short story that I was writing in my last writing vlog, and which I have since finished, printed out, given to my English teacher, and she has read it and she has given me feedback on it. Extremely positive feedback. Literally 1 single suggestion for a change, which I have made. So that is very exciting. I'm very proud of that story, and it is the one thing that I've like finished, although I do want to read over it. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do once I finish answering these questions. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is like read over it again, change, like make the final changes. This is my first time ever doing anything like this, so it's really exciting, but also feels weird. I don't know what I'm doing, and I wish that I had more stuff, or I wish that I had more experience writing short stories, or I wish that I just don't know, but I'm really proud of myself for sitting down and doing this. I'll only really feel like I've done it once I press submit. So the first thing I'm submitting is A Murder of Crow, which is the short story that I just finished talking about, that I wrote the majority of in my last writing vlog. And then the next thing I want to submit for my English class, we have been assigned as like our kind of final project related to Indian Horse. I'm in like creative writing English, so the other classes are doing an essay, but I get to write a short story that contains a similar theme to one of the themes present in Indian Horse. So my theme from Indian Horse that I'm going to be discussing in my own short story is like self-identity, and specifically how self-identity relates to hobbies. I don't know how good the connection is because I kind of forgot as I'm writing it, oh sugar, this is a school assignment and I actually have like criteria to meet here, and it's not just something I'm writing for fun, because I have started writing it and I have a clear idea of like the direction I'm going in. It's just how we're gonna get there that I'm nervous, because I don't have much time. Like I seriously need to start writing it right now. I am currently 609 words in, which is more than I thought. I want it to be around 2,000, which is, I mean, 1,500 words is not a lot for me to write right now, but at the same time it is, because when writing A Murder of Crow, I had a hard time sitting down and like actually writing a bunch all at once. Because I haven't done that in a while, I think I'm having more difficulty actually sitting down and like getting stuff done. Basically, the main thing about this short story, I'll tell you the title. The title is Tell Me About Yourself, and it switches perspectives throughout it and follows 5 different characters, and I've finished the first person's segment and I'm on to the second person's. And let me tell you, trying to come up with 5 characters that all have very unique stories and trying to combine a whole character into a short section of writing is both fun but also very challenging. Just from writing these 2 short stories, I feel like I'm developing so much as a writer because I'm just able to do so many different and new things. I just am really enjoying the process of writing these. So, holy hell, I feel like I have just talked so much, so much. I have to get a lot of writing done. Basically, that's my point. I have a lot of stuff to do. It is 6:33 p.m. It is a school night. It is a Sunday night. The deadline is tomorrow at 9 p.m. I think I'm just gonna try and listen to some music and just get in the zone of this short story and get inside the minds of these 5 characters and really just try and rate something and just have as much fun with it as possible. Enough talking. Let's get to working. I just finished answering my friend's questions, and now I'm going to read through and edit and polish to perfection A Murder of Crow, and then upload that onto the actual website so I have something there. I really don't think that there's much I'm gonna change, and I'm kind of at a point where I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. My English teacher loved it, so that's good enough for me. And I really don't want to like over edit it or like overthink it too much, because I think at its core it is really good. Like, I love it a lot. I'm having doubts. I'm in the process right now of editing A Murder of Crow for like the 3rd or 4th time, and I'm changing stuff. I'm changing like the actual sentences. Like, I'm really paying attention to the sentences, and it's taking me a while, and I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to submit a second story, which really isn't bad. It's 7:16. I really don't want to force myself to write something and just turn it in for the sake of turning something in. I don't know. I'm just feeling weird. I really like my idea for my second story, and I think that it has the potential to be something really great and like something that I would be really, really proud of. But just timing wise, I don't know. For context, the like actual English assignment is due on Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to have it fit. Now I'm starting to second guess myself again, because I'm like, if I'm literally gonna submit on Wednesday, I'm gonna feel so bad if I don't submit it to the awards. Okay, I got this, I guess. Okay, it's 8:44 and I'm about, oh my god, I'm about halfway done editing this. I think I'm a bit over halfway. All of the changes I'm making, I am obsessed with. Like, they're all very minor changes, but just as I'm reading this over, my love for it is only growing more and more and more, and it's only becoming more and more refined, and I'm having a great time. I'm not having a great time, however, thinking about writing a whole other short story before 9 p.m. tomorrow, but I feel like I'm capable of doing it. Although I will say, trying to basically write a whole short story and edit it from getting home from school at about 3:30 to 9 p.m. is probably one of the most ambitious things I'm ever going to try and do. Today I went to the grocery store and I spontaneously decided to buy a winter edition Red Bull and I've never had an energy drink before. So I guess I'm gonna crack that open tomorrow after school, and I'm going to try and just write a whole short story. I also have a science test on Tuesday, so like tomorrow's Monday, and then I have a science test Tuesday. Chances are I'm not gonna study for that, but I think that's a risk I'm gonna take because I think I will forever prioritize writing over science any day. Okay, so I basically finished editing, except now it's 9:58. It's supposed to snow in 2 minutes. Well, it's supposed to start snowing at 10, so let's see if it starts snowing. But basically, that's completely unrelated. I've finished editing, but now I'm going to reread it all, like, all at once, like a full-on read through, and then I'm going to like literally copy and paste it into the actual submission space, and then I'm gonna get to the, basically pretend that I'm submitting it right now, just to see, because I'm nervous that I'm gonna need to have my English teacher sign a form, which if that's the case, then I'm literally so screwed, and rest in peace to my second short story, because then that's not happening. And I literally can't see what the forms are gonna be like. Okay, I am so tired. Actually, am I tired? I think my eyes just hurt. I mean, I'm also tired. I don't know. All is good. I do not have to have my English teacher sign any forms, and I can still like make changes to what I just like put in here. So basically what I mean by that is that tomorrow I'm going to read through the story again just before I actually hit submit, but this is so exciting. It's literally like, it's happening. The other story on the other hand, we'll see if that happens, because that is entirely dependent on what I can get done tomorrow once I get home from school. But I'm excited to see what I can do, and I'm excited to submit something, and then seeing if it wins anything it's so exciting. And especially, well, actually, as I was just rereading it now, like reading it all in full, I started to not like it as much, and I started to be like, I feel like this is overwriting, and I feel like there's too much description, and I feel like this is like weirdly pretentious, and like I'm trying to do way too much in the short story, but I still love it a lot, and I'm sure that the reason why I'm starting to not like it as much, or like start to critique it more, is just because it's late. I've been staring at this Google Doc forever. I'm realizing that someone is actually going to read it and then like actually seriously critique it and like look at every single aspect of it, and that's a scary thought. And I don't know, I want to go to bed, but I really hope that tomorrow is a good writing day, and I think it's going to be. I don't even need to give an introduction. You know what's up, I know what's up. I know that I have so much work to do, and I'm just gonna drink my coffee and eat my strawberry rhubarb pie and hope that after I do so, I will be able to write a bunch. I think I might decide, look at my sharpened candy cane, but I think I might decide to change the number of narrators to 4 instead of 5, because I feel like if there's 5 narrators, that's a lot of narrators in one short story. And I also want the short story to be relatively short. I don't think it's necessary. I think I can accomplish what I want to accomplish with 4. So that kind of means I have less work to do, because I've just finished the second narrators portion, so I'm moving on to 3rd and 4th. I really like the concept for this. I just don't know if the execution is entirely there, especially considering the fact that I do not have the time to really think things through. I totally forgot that I bought this yesterday, but it is 5:40, and I think that that is potentially a little bit too late for me to drink something this caffeinated on top of already having a coffee on a school night, but I think it's worth it, because this is going to be what's going to power me through the final portion of this first draft, the final character, perspective, narrator, whatever. I'm gonna wrap it up. I know I can do this. Like I said, I've never had an energy drink before, so I have no idea what this is gonna taste like, but let's crack it open. I mean, it tastes like blue raspberry, as it's supposed to. And it kind of tastes really good. All right, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna finish the first draft. And then it's gonna be a very stressful Red Bull-induced editing frenzy. I'm not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to pressing submit. God, I'm stressed out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really stressed out. How much caffeine is in this thing? It doesn't matter. I'm too far gone. Okay, it's 5:58. I just finished the first draft. It is so bad. It's really not. I guess it's just the ending that's bad. But I'm ready to move on to the like editing step, and I'm gonna make it into something better, hopefully in the next like hour, as I continue to drink my Red Bull, which I'm not sure if I can genuinely feel this coursing through me or not, or if that's just my imagination, but I think I can. That's both a good and a negative thing. I guess that's a good thing because I need a boost of energy right now to power me through this and turn this shell husk of a story into something, because I know that it's in there, but just right now the end is just, oh boy. I'm taking a break to eat some tortilla chips and some guacamole because I feel like my brain just needs to take a little bit of a break, and then I'm diving headfirst into like the editing process. Okay, it's 8:56. The deadline is 9, in case you forgot. I think I've submitted them, but I didn't press the submit button, and it's very confusing, but I'm not even gonna touch this because it says each of them has been submitted. This work has successfully been submitted to the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. I'm gonna put my faith in that, because trying to upload these was so stressful because the website was being so slow, and you have to pay for them. You gotta digitally sign PDF forms. I had to get my mom in here. Then the PayPal payment didn't go through, and then I had to copy the transaction number. And I don't even know if I properly like inputted my text. Like, I'm worried because all the indents are messed up. I'm worried that like I missed adding an indent and that there's just going to be like a really weirdly long paragraph or something, but it's out of my control now. And I'm just happy that I'm doing this because I wanted to submit to this contest for a really long time, but I just kind of was like, oh, I'm not going to. And then I decided I am going to. And now it's actually happening. And it's really cool and exciting. I think that's the end of the writing vlog, because I'm not writing anything else. I am done. But I'm gonna print out both of my short stories on actual physical pieces of paper, both so I can hand in the one to my English teacher, and also so my friends can read the other one because they've been really wanting to read it. And yeah, I think that's everything. It's precisely 9 p.m. now. This was a bit of a doozy, a bit of a chaotic one, if you will. A very stressful one for me, probably not for you. But I ended up accomplishing what I said I wanted to accomplish, although I'm not as confident in the story I ended up writing, but I'm really proud of myself for what I managed to accomplish. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.